All right, so today we're diving into something pretty wild.
BMW is going all in on hydrogen cars.
Yeah,
Like, really all in.
really going for
They're
it.
planning a whole limited series production run.
Yeah, it's a big deal. This isn't just like a concept car anymore.
Right.
This is them saying, hey, get ready.
We're doing this thing.
Hydrogen is coming.
And we've got some sources here that lay out exactly why they're making this big bet. And,
Well, we'll see what it could mean for the future, right?
yeah, absolutely. What I find really interesting is the timing of it all. You know, the
right.
technology's been around. It's not new.
Right.
What's different now is BMW's approach. They're tackling head-on one of the biggest hurdles that have always held hydrogen cars back: refueling,
Yeah.
or the lack thereof.
Oh, tell me about it. That's the thing I always think about with electric cars, too. I remember last year I was on a road trip, and I swear I spent an hour just waiting to charge my car. I would have given anything for a quick hydrogen fill-up, you know?
Exactly. And that's exactly what BMW is banking on. They're betting on drivers, especially in huge cities where everything moves so fast, choosing that convenience. They're thinking New York, Tokyo, those kinds of places.
Yeah.
Drivers there, they don't want to wait an hour to charge when they can fill up with hydrogen in a few minutes, just like they're used to with gasoline.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Right.
But let's be real for a second. Building a hydrogen infrastructure that's not going to be easy. Are they crazy enough to think they can actually pull this off?
It's definitely a gamble, but it's a calculated one. BMW is predicting a pretty big shift in the market happening by the end of this decade.
Okay.
They're expecting a huge surge in demand for eco-friendly cars that don't force you to compromise on things like convenience.
Right.
So they're betting that the market and the infrastructure will catch up with the tech. They're playing the long game, basically.
Interesting. So instead of going all in on just electric, they're diversifying, keeping their options open. That's actually a really smart move when you think about it. But let's bring it back to our listeners for a second.
Sure.
What's the takeaway here? What does this hydrogen fuel cell gamble really mean for the everyday driver?
I think it's a really exciting peek into a potential future for driving, where being eco-conscious doesn't mean having to sacrifice speed or ease.
Right.
Keep your eye on BMW and the whole hydrogen race, because this could completely transform how we think about and experience cars and transportation. It's just the start.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder, if this whole hydrogen thing takes off, will our cities change? Will we start seeing hydrogen stations popping up next to our regular gas stations?
It's a whole new world of possibilities. Something to think about.